What's going on, fam? What's up, YouTube? We back with another one. Hope y'all been having a good what's today? Sunday? Yeah. Hope y'all been having a good Sunday, having a blessed day. As y'all see, we got Flock on the screen for this video, and in this video he talking about how a dude who shot four extras coming back for revenge or something like that. So yeah, we finna get into this. I don't know what this is about. As a heads up, yeah, I don't know what this is about. I ain't heard anything about nothing. So yeah, let's just get into it. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all rock with me, man, share the channel. Other than that, let's get to it.
With more creative ways to ruin 4Extra's life. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all a video. Somebody is QR code, obviously, but he's also a rap and get started. The dude's name is X4. He's from the 40s, obviously, but he's also a rapper. Now, him being from 40s and him being like a young tiny loc, him and 4Extra were pretty cool. They had a pretty great relationship until one day, an argument over who went more viral on No Jumper.
Feel like I could have played a role in this because of the fact that I think it was the same day that this alleged incident between them. There's people online saying that there were shots fired. We don't know.
We don't. That's not even what. Yeah.
We would never talk about such a thing.
Yeah.
But there's.
This goes back to my point with our community, the black community. We gotta stop being so damn emotional to where an argument can turn into a shootout over fucking who's more viral or who went more viral on No Jumper. Why the fuck does that matter? Y'all both viral still, so don't really. That shit childish.
People
It's
saying
stupid.
that same day, 4Extras calls me.
That's cop shit.
I pick up right away. He asked me, "Who went more viral on your platform, me or X4?" I said, "Probably you." I realized right away X4 is with him, and that this is like they're having a heated conversation about this.
Think about how statistically improbable these orders of events would be if we weren't talking about gangbanging. A heated conversation about No Jumper ended in gunshots. That's not happening with any other group of friends outside of gang members. Other group of friends are going home. Gang members, hey, bro, we got to shoot each other, okay? So what happened here is
I love watching Flacco videos. I will say the only thing I don't like about Flacco videos is that he got this big hate towards gang members and he tried to make them seem like the worst people. I've been in California for a long time. I will say I know some gang members. I will say I know some non-affiliates. I'm a non-affiliate. With that being said, I know some motherfuckers who ain't banging, who ain't from a hood set, none of that. That will get into an argument, and if it gets to a certain point in the argument, he's finna pull his gun out and start blinking. I know a few people like that. It ain't just gang members. It's because at the end of the day, yeah, they gang members, but at the end of the day, they still humans. At the end of the day, we all human. That's the one thing we all got in common. We all human. So them being gang members don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Really, that's just where they from. That's just respect. Out of respect, that's just where they from. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, we still all humans. So that I don't be understanding, like how he said, just because they're gang members, they got to be shooting. Nah, that's not necessarily true.
the conversation started off with like who went more viral on No Jumper. It got animated. It got heated.
But the argument
Things
is
were
dumb.
said. 4Extra felt like X4 crossed the line. X4 is a gangster, but he's still a tiny loc. 4Extra got a lot of love. He done put on for his hood. Got a respected face card for his hood. A lot of tiny locs look up to 4Extra. He a tiny loc general where he from. So 4Extra being who he is couldn't go for no disrespect. So he told X4 he wanted to fade, right? You know, now he's about 6'3", 270 pounds. X4 about 5'2", 110 pounds. I don't think 4Extra would have hurt X4 too bad. I just think 4Extra felt like the disrespect got too far. Never got to find out how the fade would have went because instead of catching the fade, X4 said, "I'm a shooter." So instead of catching,
I mean, we just go look at the facts, bro. They names are so similar. Excuse me if I get them wrong, but 4Extras is like nigga like my height. I'm like 6'1". Nigga like my height. He like what 6'1", 6'2". He big as hell though. Then you got X4. He look like he like 5'8", 5'9". Little as hell. Like he little. He don't look like he finna be fighting no big ass nigga like you, bro. He finna blick that shit out. I ain't gonna lie. I don't blame him. One, it's 2025. Niggas ain't fighting no more. Two, nigga, you too big. That's an automatic. You just gonna grab his ass up, like, bro. What?
Fade with 4 Extra. X4 decided, I want to play with these guns. And he shot at 4 Extra's car, hit up 4 Extra's car. Now, 4 Extra kept the incident offline. 4 Extra never brought the incident to the public because 4 Extra don't talk about his hood business online. However, we found out that there was trouble in paradise with X4 and 4 Extra because after the altercation where X4 shot up 4 Extra's car, X4 began to troll 4 Extra online.
Trouble in paradise. Not the paradise that some people might be thinking of, but Vernon Avenue, rolling 40s. Seems like 4 Extras and X4 are at odds. And there's a lot of rumors going around online. Not that I necessarily want to repeat most of them, but you might.
All I seen was
You might.
all I seen was X4 kind of like I don't know if he trademarked the name or incorporated the name. I don't know. I didn't really look into it.
He posted
off the bat.
He posted 4 Extras baby mama too. Posted a picture with her.
Or was it?
It was like an old picture, but still, I mean that.
Oh, he's insinuating.
It's like,
something.
oh wow, okay, so this is getting serious.
He's insinuating something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
And,
too. Wax said he trying to
apparently
see what he
he's been
messing
summoned
with.
to the hood for a put off. He said he's not doing it. So it feels like
Somebody said that on the internet.
yeah, Spody Face called him out, said he needed to come.
Ain't he in jail?
Yeah, I guess. Either way,
I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't really know the youngster that well, but I've been watching him, and
he gets busy. Word on the streets.
no, I think he a little gangster.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he going for nothing nobody talking about, whatever they talking about.
As y'all just heard, because of what he did in that altercation and his antics afterwards, people from his neighborhood was telling him to pull up and get put off. Put off the gang. Don't claim it no more. We don't want to claim you. You can't
That's
be part of our
crazy.
brotherhood no more. They were really
Think about it. Getting put off all boiling down to an argument that started over who was more viral. Like that shit is child, bro. It be sounding like these niggas got underlying issues with each other already. Like, cause to have an argument like that escalate to this, like y'all gotta have some issues prior. Like,
upset at what he did, and they felt like he just did too much. He can't really come back from. That just pissed off and angered X4 some more, and that made X4 go out and try to enact more revenge on 4 Extra. This is the point of the story where things really escalate. People's lives almost got took. People got incarcerated, currently in prison, facing life. You see, X4 and 4 Extra were both working with the same producer group, 808 Cartel. 808 Cartel was a group started and founded by DJ Flip, who's also like a really notable and popular producer in LA. There's a producer under 808 Cartel called Khalid. Now, Khalid is not a gang member. He's not a gangster. He's not a thug. Khalid is a civilian who does music in LA. He's trying to make it. He's trying to grind. He's just a hardworking American.
right.
Now, Khalid had a really close relationship with 4 Extra. He worked closely with 4 Extra, and that's why Khalid ultimately became a target of X4. Now, Khalid was somebody who didn't want to pick sides. He just wanted to work, do his music.
Stay out
So
the
he
way.
was recording for 4 Extra and X4, even though the smart thing to do in that situation would probably be not to work with X4 because, you have close ties to 4 Extra. But Khalid, again, a good dude. He don't want to pick sides. He don't want to get involved in gang nonsense. He just want to work and make music. So one day, X4 decided that despite the fact that Khalid has been neutral, Khalid has been good to him, Khalid has not been picking sides, Khalid is not a gang member, he was still gonna target Khalid to send a message to 4 Extra. X4 interrupted a recording session between Khalid and a Bay Area rapper called Lil Yee. Lil Yee is also a pretty popular rapper. X4 ran up in a studio session with a firearm and robbed Khalid. And when Lil Yee walked in the door, not knowing what was going on, X4 fired 2 shots at Lil Yee, hit him in his chest. X4 then proceeded to rob Khalid, a man that he has no issues with whatsoever, for all his studio equipment, money, electronics, jewelry, while Lil Yee,
I don't be understanding why niggas go to studios and do this. Like, don't y'all studios be having camera? I don't know. Like, I ain't no rapper. I don't be doing all that extra shit. But don't the studios be having cameras and shit? Like, I don't understand why
rapper
people do
that he never met before, he had no issues with, is on the floor next to Khalid with 2 bullet wounds to his chest, fighting for his life, gasping for air. Police report states that X4 shot Lil Yee twice in his chest because Lil Yee wouldn't give up his watch and his jewelry while X4 was robbing everybody in the recording session. However, Lil Yee would take to social media to say that that's not the case, right? That he never got robbed, he never got, no gun was pointed to him to give up anything, that he simply walked in while X4 was in the middle of robbing Khalid, a producer that he worked with, and everybody in the studio. And as soon as he walked in, shots went off and he got hit twice in his chest.
Say this once and not ever gonna speak on this shit again. I never been robbed. I never been pushed up on where a nigga pointed a gun at me and said, give me your watch, give me your chain. That shit, none of that shit never happened to me. This on my deceased mother. Now what happened that night is I did get shot. By who? I don't know. I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know what happened. Just know I walked in the room and shots went off. That's it. And I end up getting hit. By the grace of God.
Thank God he made it, but he got caught. He caught bro off guard. If that was X4, whoever it was, I ain't gonna say it was X4, but whoever it was, he caught him off guard while he was in the midst of doing what he was doing. He's doing his stuff. Bro came in and caught him off guard, scared him, so he popped shots. That sound normal. He don't know if that's like bro coming in. He don't know if bro with him. He don't know nothing. So he's shooting off out of fear. He's shooting off instinct. Like that's
I made
what
it through
happened.
that situation.
There are heroes and villains in every story, and clearly in this story, X4 is the villain. All right. Now, his issues with 4 Extra, that's one thing, right? I'm not choosing gang beef, bro. Like, I have no sides in this gang war. But when you attack a civilian, when you attack a...
I will say X4. If you did that, you cooked, bro. And the reason why I say if you did that is because bro's a non-affiliate. He ain't got no reason he ain't got no reason to not snitch. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, X4 is cooked. If he did that, X4 is cooked. Cause bro, I'm quite sure bro gonna take the stand, bro. X4 is cooked.
Dude who's not from the streets, when you rob him for all his equipment and his only means of making money,
Right.
and then you shot, right, a rapper.
And then what I'm trying to understand, why would you do that if bro ain't got in the middle of y'all shit? He's staying neutral. He doing his shit with him. With X4, he doing his shit with you. And then the shit he do with 4 Extras, he doing 4 Extras. I don't see what was the point of you even doing that. Like,
he's working with, right, trying to build a rapport with, you interrupt his recording session, shoot that rapper twice in his chest, almost killing him. You left him there to die because you don't know, bro, 2 bullets to the chest, bro, you probably are expecting him to die. You left, and then you are now trying to find a way to make yourself a victim. I think the only victims in this situation is Khalid and Lil Yee. But nah, according to X4, he's the victim in this situation, and not the innocent man he shot twice in his chest, and not the civilian producer he robbed for all of his equipment. No, he's the victim. So X4, who's currently in jail on attempted murder charges, robbery charges, et cetera, he's facing life in prison. So he called home. And when he called home, his intention for this call was to turn the world against 4 Extra and his cousin Baby Runner, because they are still doing business with the civilian he robbed. Now, according to X4, this civilian should no longer be able to do business in LA or work with certain gang members in LA because this civilian is choosing to get justice. This civilian is choosing to hold X4 accountable.
well, that's where you fucked up at, and I was waiting for this part to come up. That's where you fucked up at. If you had a problem with 4 Extras, you should have robbed him or someone in his community. Someone you should have got down with somebody that was actually getting jiggy, not with somebody that's a non-affiliate. That's where you fucked up at. The bro's finna. If he decided to seek justice, which he is, you can't nobody say he a snitch. Can't nobody say none of that. He a non-affiliate. He ain't got no ties to the streets. He ain't doing that. He doing his job, and you interrupted his job and robbed him at gunpoint. Then when another person walked in, you decide to shoot shots. So honestly, bro can say he don't know who shot him. Yeah, that's cool and all, but the fact that you was already in the Commissioner robbing bro, and then you robbed the person that he was supposed to be meeting to do a studio session with, that right there, all he gotta do is say, yeah, you was robbing him, and you cook, bro. If he go all the way through seek this all the way through, and go to court and get on the stand and say that was you, yeah, you life.
For robbing him and shooting his client in the chest twice, even though he had no issues with them whatsoever. Here is the call from X4 taking no accountability and trying to turn the world against 4 Extra and other people because they're choosing to still do business with this civilian who didn't deserve what X4 did to him.
What's the deal, X4?
This isn't just any chat, it's ClickUp chat. Sure, you can tag your team, ask questions, and even drop an emoji. But the real magic is how
What's the deal, man? Trophy.
What did to him?
What's the deal, X4?
That sound like Hefe.
What's the deal, man? Trophy game.
Man, you know what I'm saying? No, man,
No,
you know,
that's
just
fair.
getting with you. You know, I know you had wanted to tap in. You know, I had covered some little you feel me? A while back, somebody had gave me your little info and was like, hey, you might want to cover this. Like, man, you know, the boy hanging with his people, and you know, might not be right, so I had covered it or whatever. And I know that probably came across your desk out of this media space being like that. So, you know, I don't know if you had you know, probably want to further, you know, elaborate on it, or you know what you could speak on, you know, without, you know, putting it, you know what I'm saying, in you know, up situation or anything.
No, yeah, hell yeah, for sure, man. Nigga for sure heard about it. And it's people out there, a couple people from the hood out there moving wrong, moving foul. They out there foul living. On the hood, they out there foul living. So, basically, just to get straight to the point, basically, the nigga that got me in jail, the same nigga that got me in jail, is the same that the nigga 4 Extras and Baby Runner out there hanging with. Doing videos with the nigga, cooling with the nigga, big chilling with the nigga. Then I call this nigga Baby Runner, cuz. I'm like, bro, like, you know the situation, like, it cut a whole scoop, like, bro, this and that, and this. He like, bro, well, that nigga non-affiliate, bro, like, what do we on?
The first thing out of his mouth
Like, what did you expect, bro? A non-affiliate, bro.
is the
I
reason
seen
why
that
we
coming.
should all hate gang members. We should all despise them and treat them as the animals they are. Think about it for a second. He's robbed an innocent civilian, shot a man he never met before, don't know him from a can of paint twice in his chest. And as that man is on the floor, gasping for air, fighting for his life,
Right.
he's taking a watch off the man's wrist, taking studio equipments and running out the studio, leaving a father on the floor with 2 bullet holes to his chest, leaving a son on the floor with 2 bullet holes in his chest, leaving an uncle on the floor with 2 bullet holes in his chest, leaving somebody's husband on the floor with 2 bullet holes in his chest, leaving somebody's friend on the floor with 2 bullet holes in his chest,
We get
leaving
it,
a
Flacco.
provider and a protector for his
get
family
it.
with 2 bullet holes in his chest for no reason whatsoever. Then you get locked up for that. And the first thing out your mouth is, oh, you're gonna hang with them who got me locked up? You got yourself locked up, but they don't see it as that.
Then on top of that, you did it for no reason. That's what makes it worse. You did it all. It was all for no reason. And if it was for you having an issue with 4 Extras, you should have did something to 4 Extras. And that's just my opinion on it. You should have did something to him. Why is it always some issues with gang members and a non-affiliate get hurt behind some dumb shit? Like, I don't be understanding
if
that.
X4 and gang members truly viewed non-affiliates and civilians as humans, if they could truly see the humanity within us, they wouldn't treat us the way they treat us. They wouldn't view us the way they view us. He wouldn't rob an innocent civilian. He wouldn't shoot somebody twice in his chest and then ask why other gang members are still hanging with that person, why other gang members are still seeing humanity in that person. They don't view us as humans. They view us as property. They think they own us, which is why they believe they can do whatever they want to do to us with no consequences. He thinks it's absurd that he's locked up for shooting a civilian. Because you know why?
That's what
'Cause
comes
we're
with shooting a
property.
civilian, no cap.
He don't find the humanity within us. Now, I ask you, man, because a lot of y'all love to say, oh, Flacco, bro, why are you so hard on gang members? I want to ask you this, man. How much longer should we be subjected to live next door to these animals? How much longer should we be subjected to live in the same communities as these animals? How much longer should we be subjected to tolerate and deal with people who don't view us as humans? How much longer? How many more innocent people got to get shot, got to get killed? How many more fathers, sons, uncles, nephews? How many more before you say, damn, bruh, yeah, there's not enough psychologizing, analyzing, socializing that's going to fix this problem. And these people got to go.
Like, what? Yeah, homies. What type of response is a nigga got your homie in jail? You talk about he a non-affiliate. You ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, cause that's the weakest I ever heard in my life. Cause damn, I'm in here fighting life. I'm here fighting for my life. Niggas out there being buddy and cool with a nigga that got me here fighting life. Like I was some type of weirdo from the hood. Like I had a whole hood on when I was out there. People, whether they like me, whether they don't like me, cause the dead homie, that's out. Dead homies, everybody know. I'm hooker with a nigga in these streets and a nigga trooping. Don't give a fuck where you from, black, Crip, Mexican, blood, Hoover, gangster, no matter where you from, dead homies. A nigga do some talking to them Johnnies type of shit, cuz they automatically out, cuz they're homies, just period.
It's more than an SUV. It's your Chevy Equinox with advanced safety features.
Get 50% off select unlimited phone plans from Google.
Shout out to Baby Runner and 4Extra for doing what's right. Now, I got a lot of respect for Baby Runner, man. This is a good dude. Now, we might fall on different sides of the fence here, right? We might be soldiers for different causes because, again, man, I'm a soldier for my people, bro, right? Non-affiliate civilians, productive citizens. But Baby Runner telling that dude, hey, bro, that's a non-affiliate. You robbed him and shot his client. We not backing that. We not blackballing him, ostracizing him. Bro, we're not making his life more difficult because you did wrong to him. He can talk to the police. That's his right. He is civilian.
Exactly.
Runner stood up for that civilian, bro. You see, X4 thought, because this is the culture in LA, right? Civilians are not humans. You can do whatever you want to do to them. He thought Runner was going to back that, and Runner didn't. A lot of y'all might try to convince yourselves that X4 is an anomaly, that he's one of one, and that other gang members don't think like him. You will be wrong. X4 is not an anomaly. X4 is a product of LA gang culture. Most of them think this way. There's more X4s in LA gang culture than there is Runner. Runner is somebody I have an affinity for, man, because Runner is a good dude. You could tell Runner was raised by either a father with morals, principles, and integrity who taught him that. And he still got that. He just fell victim to LA gang culture, but he still got morals and principles in him. And the fact that X4 is trying to shame Runner and turn the world against Runner because Runner and 4Extra are choosing to see the humanity and have empathy for a civilian, no, it's absurd. No, I had to speak on this, man. And don't get me confused. When I speak, I'm not speaking towards gang members. I'm not speaking to gang members. I've realized a long time ago, right, I'm not wasting my breath. There's no solution. There's no fix, right? They're stuck in their ways. I'm speaking to civilians. I'm speaking to productive citizens. I'm speaking to non-affiliates. And my only question is, will your life be better or worse without gang members in your environment? Think about it. Will your quality of life for you and your family drastically improve or get drastically worse without gang members in your community? And if the answer is yes, it will get drastically better if gang members and street dudes were not in our communities, then you should probably ask yourself, what's the best way I could help Poetic Flacco expedite the removal of these people from our communities, right? Bring back mass incarceration. Bring back the 3-strike program. Bring back gang indictments, RICOs. Get them off the streets as quick as possible, and we don't care how y'all do it. There's going to be a lot of non-affiliates and civilians who react to this, and the first thing they're going to do as a defense mechanism not to have the real conversation, they're going to come after me. They're going to attack me instead. They're going to do everything in their power to attack my character opposed to attacking my argument. Because it's much easier to say, oh, Flacco was this, Flacco was that, Flacco was this, instead of saying, oh, Flacco's argument is wrong. Oh, what Flacco was saying is incorrect. They don't want to have this conversation because at the end of the day, they have to realize this song and dance that you're trying to do for another 100 years is not going to work. It never worked, all right? Try to have this song and dance of trying to analyze and fix gang members and pour resources into gang members and fix the environment in the community. Like, that song and dance is probably going to last you another 100 years past your lifetime. Your kids is probably going to pick it up. It's going to last them another 100 years. And it's not going to work, okay? LA pouring $42 million into these like gang reform programs and these like grid programs is a waste of your time and resources. It's not gonna work. There's a quick, efficient, and fast solutions. Get them off the streets. Get them off the streets as fast as possible, right? And if you have a better solution, right, than that, then let me hear it. But song and dancing and and like psychologizing and analyzing, ain't no psychologizing evil out these people. You can't psychologize and analyze and reform somebody who don't view you as humans. They just don't see you as that. And because they don't see you as humans, y'all cannot coexist in the same environment. They gotta go. Rather incarceration or to another community.
That's the video, man. He finna just go on a rant about gang members and stuff. But that's the video, man. My opinion on it, X4, if you really did that when it shot people, robbed a non-affiliate and then shot a rapper on his way in the studio, yeah, you cook, bro. My opinion on it, like, I don't understand why these gang members know it's non-affiliates and they know it's a high percentage chance, it's like a 70-30% chance they're gonna tell. That's their right as a non-affiliate, and even as a human, that's their right. They want justice. They gonna seek it. So my thing is, why not rob people that's banging, that's from a hood, that's got a code of silence? Like, you gonna go do something to some people that will scream out loud to the whole world what happened to them. I don't understand why people do that and then sit up in the cell fighting for your life, crying about like why he hanging with gang members. Because he do business with them. 1, 2, he didn't break no rules. He don't have no rules to follow as a non-affiliate human being. He ain't got no street code to follow. So I don't. It just don't be making sense to me. But y'all let me know how y'all feel. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and if y'all rock with me, man, share the channel. Other than that, y'all be safe, and I'll get y'all on the next one.